Hello viewers, good afternoon, good day everyone. Today we want to have a practical tutorial. This one is specially meant for carpenters, or say young carpenters who are still under training. So my experienced carpenter who I have been working with for more than 10 years now decided to give this teaching to young carpenters, which at the same time I'll be giving a brief and we'll be seeing practically what they have done. Alright, the title of this tutorial is how to construct the formwork of a parapet. You can say, we call it, the name is concrete fascia, but we in this side of our country we call it parapet. How to construct the formwork of a parapet. Now, parapet has different styles depending on what you want, how you want it. You want to curve it, you want to put a step. But this one, what we are doing is we are putting step on it. We are constructing a 3-step parapet. So now we start. The first stage of constructing this parapet, which is the brief I will give you now, is cutting of the 2x2 soft by 20 inches. That is 20 inches. You cut 20 inches like this. You cut 20 inches like this. Then you use square. Use square. Once you use square, you place it the 2x2. Use it to get it square. Then you hold it and put your nail on it so that it will fit together. And you should use 3 inches nail. Now once you do it, the square still on it, you brace it. You brace it to remain permanent. Now you are done. This is what is going to stand as the base, something that is going to carry the parapet and the steps that will be brought out from the parapet. Now after it, the next stage of, after constructing plenty of it, you calculate how many of these will I construct, because this, look at it, look at the practical one, look at the one that has been constructed already, look at it. You ask yourself, how many will I put right around the building? Once you have checked the length of the building, then you divide it by 2 feet. You divide it by 2 feet because the spacing is 2 feet, so that it will maintain strength. Once you are done, you produce the total number at 2 feet, and once you have finished your 2 feet is 600 millimeter or 0.6 meter. So after that, after construction, the next thing is you get your board. Once you get the board, you have made a decision the number of inches that you want to place the board from here to here. Peter, this is 3 inches from here to here, 4 inches. You do 4 inches here from here to here, because the beam is coming up. I'm trying to show you. I will not rush, but I'll follow them step by step so that you see the exact thing that is done in this parapet. Now once you place your board, giving it 4 inches pegging, you place your board. After knocking your board right round, making it strong, then you come and place this profile you constructed here. Place it and knock it on top of the board. That is a second step, and you knock it at 2 feet interval. You use this rope to get the horizontal balance of the parapet from here to the end. Now we are going to pause for now. When they enter the next step, you will see the video. Thank you. The next thing we are doing now is after knocking of this 2x2 is to do bracing. What we call bracing is to put bracing at the bottom of this place, of this hole on the ground, so that the two, when weight to come on it, it will not press and bend down. Look at it. Once the bracing is done, you fish it well to fit, not to jack it up again. Brace it. Just stand normal. I'll just show you one bracing. Once you put bracing, we'll knock it with 3 inches now. The aim is not to jack it up again, but put the bracing that will fit that hole, then knock it with 3 inches to hold it. And this is the bracing that will continue in all of them from beginning to the end, right round. After the bracing, then we'll enter the next step. We are still on bracing. This bracing is done with some pieces of wood. Okay, this is another bracing. Okay, this is another bracing. And once we are done with the bracing, I want to start with the first step. I'll also show you so that you will see all of them step by step. Thank you. Alright, now we are through with the bracing. We now want to start doing the decking. That's the first decking of the parapet. As we said, we are doing it step by step. Now there are options in this step by step. There are options. There are people who will choose to do the step by step as 3 inches first step, they do 3 inches up, 3 inches second step, they do 3 inches up, 3 inches second, they do the last 3 inches to get the 3 steps they want. But today we want to do another design, and the design is like this. We are doing 9 inches first step. That's what we are doing now. We are doing the first step to be 9 inches. The second step is going to be 3 inches. The next step, 3. The next step, 3. Then before we get the last step. And what will happen is that we will get the last step to be 6 inches. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is so that when the zinc coverage and the gutter of the zinc will come, it will not cover up all the parapet. So this is the first, we can call it the first step, or you say it is the starting of the parapet step, or you call it decking. That's what the capital A language will call it. We have started the decking of the parapet. But for me, I call it the first step of the parapet. This will not stay one place and do all of them. What we do is we do it one step right round before we enter another step, so that not go and make mistake. Some people will not go and make mistake and start fixing the whole step in one place. You fix the first step right round until you complete it right round. Then you come and start putting the first rising of the parapet. That's how it is done. You put the next rising of the parapet. You also do it right round the first rising until you are done. before you put another step. That's how it is done. Now the first step is here, and we are continuing. The next step will be the next rising. When we do the next rising, I'll show it to you. Now we are done with the bracing. Look at it. We are done with the bracing right around the building. The next step right now is to measure up 9 inches from here to here. Then peg it with a 2 inches nail. We'll do that. We'll look at how we do it. We'll peg 9 inches at the beginning there. Then we'll peg 9 inches from here at the end. Now we use a rope. Look at the rope. Look at the rope. We use a rope and tie from the beginning to the end of it. And now we'll peg 2 inches now at that 2 feet interval. Look at this one. Look at this one. With the help and guide of the rope. Look at it. Of the line. We use the line to guide the 2 inches. This is going to help us to enter the next stage, which is putting of the step. Oh yeah, Peter, I start. Now we are starting the next step. The next step is, look at it, how it is placed. It's not placed on top. It's placed like this. And look at how it is nailed. Don't worry, I'll show you closely. Peter, come this way. Come this way. Show this one. How it is nailed. Look at it. Look at the position of the nail. You knock it so that it will hold the nail here and hold down the board and the bracing at the same time. Look at it. The nail, it is nailed in adjacent way, in not straight, in a slopey form. Look at it. That's how it will be done. Right round. Right round. Right round the building. That's the next step. And this is 3 inches board. 3 inches board. You know, some people will be making a mistake if they place this in here. How are they going to nail it? Are they going to start nailing it direct this way? No, it's not. If you nail it direct this way, it will lose the strength. Yes, you can easily push this thing and it goes out. But it's nailed in a slippery form in this way, so that it will hold the first step and also be able to hold this profile. That's how it's done. We'll continue like this, right round. Work is still in progress. You can see he can even match on top of it because the base is now strong. Look at it. Peter, wait. Okay. Push it back. Push it back. Push it, no, push it. Look at the tactics. You will not start here to nail it. You start from the center to hold it before you put the nail. So that you will not be putting nail here and the other side will be flying away. You just come to the center, hold it, and nail it. Then you go back to the left. Alright, that is the next stage of parapet construction. When we enter the next step, I'll still show you. We are done with the first step of the parapet. Now we are entering the second step. Peter, start. We are entering the second step. Look at it. To recap what we have done before, the first step is putting of the board, and this is the design that we choose. A 9 inches full board, then we peg 9 inches. From there, we put the first riser, which completes the first step of the parapet. Now, we are starting the second step of the parapet. And look how it is placed. 3 inches board all through. We place it like this and knock the nail to make it the second step. I will continue like this right round the building until it is done. We'll make sure that everything is done to be strong so that it will not burst during concreting. We'll continue like this, putting the second step right round the building. Right round the building. The whole steps, you will see it in this video. Just keep watching. Alright, continuation of where we stopped. We stopped at the commencement of the next second step. It's just like a primary way of putting things together. Any carpenter or anyone who is learning carpentry work will understand all these little details, and I believe they will appreciate it. Remember, if you want to place it in this one now, do not just put it this way, because there is wait Peter, there is no board that will receive all these things completely now on the ground. Now you have to peg 2 inches nail here to be able to carry it like this. It will stand as a form of support for these 3 inches. If you do it at the beginning here, do it at the end and also at the center, so that it will be able to support these 3 inches. Now, this is a little detail that I want to show. Then you knock it direct. The first one, remember we did a fixing of nail in a slope before, but this one you do it direct in a horizontal way. Those are the little details that I want to explain to you. Now we are doing the completion of the second step of the parapet. The first step is from here to here. That's the first step. The second step is from here to here. We are done with the second step. Now what is remaining is the third step, which will still project out and then rises up. This second step that has been done, we'll continue it from here to the end right round the building. That is it. We'll continue until we finish, so that you can be able to try it at home or try it in any construction field, or be able to study this video and develop confidence that you can do it. Just keep watching, you'll see how it ends. We are starting the third step. We are through with the first. From here, first is from here to here. The second is from here to here. Now we are on the third step. On the third step, it's done the same way. You placed it here, and now it's only 2 inches that is at work. And we'll do it right round the building. Even if it's this way, you have to shift it so that it will align with the board. Make sure it's in a straight alignment. So that's the beginning of the forming of the third step. That's the first decking of the third step. After this first decking of the third step, what will come next is the completion of the third step, which is the final riser, which should be 6 inches. And I've told you the reason for the 2 inches. I will repeat it again when we come to that. You see, as you're knocking it, you hold it so that it will be in alignment. It's okay. Work is progressing. Now we want to do the final riser, which is 6 inches. Now before we do this final raising, there's one thing that you must note. We must do a bracing. A bracing, something like, wait, something like, you see how this thing is shaking? Are you seeing it? Now we must do a bracing to prevent this thing from shaking. Right round of it is shaking now, but we want to do something to prevent it from shaking. Now what do? We cut out bring it. Is a wood. This carpenter was explain this with this 3 inches wood. Now we measure from here. Oh yeah, finish the teaching, carpenter. You measure from here to here. Oh yeah, place it. Measure from here to here to under. Wait it, so that they will see it clearly. When you get it 2 by 2, you measure from here to here. Then you push it inside with your hammer. What next do? You use hammer with 2 inches now and hold it. That's the first one. Then the second bracing will be at the base. At the base of the parapet. You see it? So that it will stop shaking. Look at it. You can even match on it. Don't forget this. And this thing is done at 4-4 intervals. What do I mean by 4-4 intervals? Look at 4 intervals. Look at. You know we do this thing at 2 feet interval. 2 feet interval. When you do 1, then you count 1, 2. The third one, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-4 intervals of the 2 feet spacing. 1, you count 1, 2, 3. Are you getting it? If you count from the first one, is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3, that 1, 2, 3, 2 feet. Once you count it, you put another place. You count another one. 1, 2. The next bracing will come here. Oh yeah, come and show them. Check, measure, mark, saw it. Once you saw it, okay. You bring your 2 inches now. You fix it and place it properly. Once it's done, you place it up one. Make it to align very well. You see, the place that was shaking is not shaking again. You see, place that was shaking is not shaking again. That is all the thing you will do right round the building, right round the parapet. Once you are done, then you'll be able to fix the last riser, 6 inches. We are on it. Keep watching. Now we want to start the final finishing. That is the final rising, which is 6 inches. Look at it, it's 6 inches. That is what we are preparing the mouth of it to be in a straight line by sawing the mouth that is chamfered. Now remember, we'll not peg it. 5 inches. We'll now peg 5 inches from here to here. At the same thing, we peg 5 inches from here to there. Okay. So how it's doing? You see it? This, remember what I told you when we are in the second step. You're doing the same thing on the third step so that it will help to carry the final riser so that it will not fall off. We're on it. Now the aim of these practical steps is to help to create jobs even for young carpenters. They can increase their knowledge and increase their even employability in a construction firm. That is the aim of showcasing this practical approach of parapet construction. It's for the good of all. You see the way it's knocking the nail, fixing it as usual, as I've told you before. You do the fixing down to this place. Now, there's something I want to tell you concerning these 6 inches. I told you the reason for these 6 inches is so that once the concrete, we'll pour the concrete, after the iron bender will do their work, we'll pour the concrete from here, giving a little space where the wall plate will stay. We'll pour the concrete, it will curve like this, and come to somewhere here. Here will be flat. Once it comes to somewhere here, and during placing of the zinc or the gutter of the zinc, the gutter will chop almost half of this, and it will be showing you either 3 inches or 2 inches remaining of the parapet. So this is the reason why we are increasing this to 6 inches, so that it will not cover up the whole last riser of the parapet. If it covers, if the gutter covers it, we can still be seeing some part of it. That is the reason for this final 6 inches riser. And after the construction, it always looks beautiful. Because before, when we finish the construction, the gutter will chop the whole final riser, and it will look as if it is a 2-step we did, while we did 3. Sometimes it will make me to increase to 4 steps, so that if the gutter chop the first step, the last step, the other 3 steps will still be showing. I say in order to, for economical way, and also to reduce waste, we have to do it this way. And we have done it before. It's working. Now, after this final riser, there is a last bracing. We call it the last bracing that is done. Show it again. Let them see it. Show it again. You measure. See, you measure from here to here. The last bracing. Something that will hold here, from here. Let me show you it again. From here to the mouth of this place, so that it will not be dangling. Are you seeing it? It's dangling. It's dangling. From here to the mouth of this place. We'll cut off something and place it like this, and knock it with 2 inches, so that it will not be shaking. That is what we are going to do. That is the last bracing. That is the last bracing, and the last one of the last work in this parapet. Look at it. You use 2 inches now, knock it small so that it will not trouble you. Knock it. Then the other one is fixed. The next one is to fix it here. Check out where you put it. You see it? You see it? Look at it. I can be marching on top of it. Look at it. See my leg. I can even jump. I'm jumping even on top of it. It's strong now. So that is it. This is the final stage construction of a parapet. The step of the parapet. Now, the last stage, which I will tell you in the mouth, is here. I will show you the last step. The last step is here. In this place, the iron bender have already finished this part, doing the reinforcement here. After the carving, what the carpenter will do is to brace this side, brace it 9 inches, so that as I'm casting, I'll do concreting to cover up all the first step of this parapet. That is it. Cover up all the first step of this parapet. Once it is fully covered, then we can now start here to do the concreting in a curved form until we reach the end of it. Now, there is something I want to tell you in this parapet construction. There are some parapets that usually collapse after construction. Now, let me tell you the reason why the parapets usually collapse. It's just for a simple reason. The reason why it collapses is because when they are doing reinforcement of the pillars, the last pillar in the building, they always do the pillar length to be short. That makes it, once the pillar stops somewhere here, it will not be able to carry the parapet. What do I mean? If you want to do parapet now, or if you want to do concrete now, what the iron bender will do is to bend all this rod that is coming here, bend it to the left, bend this to the left to carry the parapet, bend the other two to the right to carry the parapet. Now, it will do this, the same thing will be done the other side, bend the two down to inside the parapet to be able to carry this parapet, so that this parapet will not collapse during concreting. And there are other things that makes the parapet to collapse after construction. When they pour concrete and pour it only on the body of the parapet, they pour it and stop somewhere here, which is very wrong. They pour the beam only small, then pour it and stop somewhere, instead of pouring it from here and covering the whole of this, leaving a small place that a wall plate will stand. Well, let us stop here. I believe we have come to the end of parapet construction. Next tutorial will notify you and you will see. Thank you for watching. You can share to friends, share to young carpenters, share to people who are interested in carpentry work, so that they will develop knowledge and use it and create jobs for themselves. Thank you.